That I know half the hell you've seen, but that don't mean it's something that you're destined to repeat. Oh, you're stronger than you think. You know it has to end, but you don't know where to start. You can pack your bags and I'll meet you where you are. I'll be waiting. We're going Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins road. I won't let you walk alone. Oh, my brother.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Richardson looking to throw. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. Touchdown! Tyler Warren, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Colts are on the board here first in the season opener. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Makes the score Colts 7, Dolphins nothing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
on the ground. This is Devon Achane. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Again, it's Achane. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38. Well shy of the first down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. This will be taken at the 10. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 7. Richardson out of the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ballgame.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Let's go now.
On the option left, Richardson. And he'll get into the end zone and touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson, 26 yards. And the Colts are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Yardage here. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Tua sets up to pass it. And it's intercepted. He's to the 10. And 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening. But that's
touchdown, Colts. Alec Pierce from 6 yards away. And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense has... Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, 36 yards. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Taylor. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now Richardson. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now it's Richardson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Richardson to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Up the middle, Achane. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's what a first down marker is here on third. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Intercepted. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Richardson looking to throw this. Flush to his right. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Here's second and 10.
Loss of a yard. Brings up second down.
Come on.
At the 46-yard line.
And Richardson back to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
1-yard line.
Let's go. Tap the 60. Let's go.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, he was certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback.
Got a man, it's Pittman, and he pulls it in for the Colts touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Colts are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. Now Tua. Then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Third down. And 6 yards to go.
Tua going to throw. He'll diving, and he's got a full extension. What a catch. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And the Dolphins first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throw left side complete. That's Hill. Second down and 6 now.
The game of 3 brings up second down at the 16-yard line.
21G.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Achane is going backwards here. They come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Tua, a final shot before half. Touchdown! Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
Dolphins 15. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Finding space at the 40. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Tagovailoa, and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. On play action, they'll throw. They're going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 74 yards. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Colts 35, Dolphins 22.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up the size of their lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. This is incomplete.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
Richardson. That's complete to Pierce. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former 1st-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Well, we've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Richardson, shotgun on 3rd down. Under pressure, they got him again. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here's Hill on the return. Call it a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Play action, now it's Tua. Forced out to his left. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Off the play action. Tagovailoa. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. Well, on that one, they go with the play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Juju Brents.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
65 catch.
Richardson looking to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Richardson eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And they'll accept that penalty. Richardson off the play fake.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Again, it's Richardson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go now. I got it.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal. And his kick is indeed good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Tua to throw again. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. Straight ahead with Achane. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's caught by Waller out left side. The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. On play action, here's Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. Tua going to try and throw for it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Oh, no, he lost the football. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now it's Richardson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They go
play action with Richardson. A short one there, caught by Warren.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Tyler Warren, now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
His throw incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua setting up shop to throw again.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Cougar 19.
Off play action. Richardson.
They'll roll him out right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's Richardson to throw.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's a tap forward by Richardson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
Brings up 2nd down. At the
2nd and 9. Now Richardson.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Come on.
Richardson to throw off play action.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They fake the handoff, now Tua. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down, they're going for it. 4th down, 4th quarter, here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the right side, this is Taylor. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right.
That's to the tight end, Mallory. He'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. Play action. Now Richardson.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The CD always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Indianapolis,